welcome over here to the Dascar Starbucks Super Speedway Series, Season 4, 2014 on RTL7. We are here for race number 11 of 15. Big day today, because this is the moment these drivers have to shine. We got one more race before the chase starts, and this will be the qualifying race for that race. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at Ricky Raceway for the X-Apollo 500, and well, the weird thing is, last season it was not a 500 mile race but a 200 or 450 mile race. So now I made it a 500 mile race, which means 22 laps instead of 20, and which means qualifying race of 5 laps instead of 40. So, or 5 laps instead of 4. So it's going to be a big change. First thing I do have to say, I've been sick for the whole week and I'm still not 100% alright. I'm a little bit lightheaded, or I'm not sure if you call it that, but I'm dizzy. So I will take it a little bit easier today, as far as that is possible, because this is going to be very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. We have a couple. First of all, let's tell you that there are some drivers who are kicked out because they haven't commented, and they were, well, the drivers who from last time. Let's see if I remember them by heart. We got Stephen Kimmel in the 22, Michael Downing in the 28 car, and he was in the top 10 in points. He was in 7th, I believe, or 7th. The 34 car of Ryan Gavel, the 35 car of Jesse Gavel, the 57 car of Devin Whitson, and also Ryan Gavel was, I think, in the top 10. Or 3 or 4 drivers in the top 10. So, yeah. Excuse me. We also had the 70 car of Derek Benassi, the 79 of India Green. Cole Daly, very important. Cole Daly was locked in the chase, but he did not comment, so he's kicked out. So he's not in the chase and not in the series anymore. Teammates of him, Andy Timmons and Matthew Daly, and also finally Drew Austin, who is actually a Dascar president, but not anymore, at least. He hasn't uploaded races lately, so he's not considered a president anymore. And we are very hard in that. Of course, you have to upload races if you want to stay a president. And, well, yeah. So that means that's very important, or some things have changed in the top 10. And 4 of these drivers were in the top 10 in points. So, and I think there maybe we were 4 or 5 or 6 maybe in the top 20. So things have changed. What is your current top 10? We got Kevin Waters in number 25 car in the lead, and second is Keith Batson, who's locked in this race. And Keith Batson is not driving in this race, but so. There will be 24 cars, by the way, in this race, because those people have been kicked out. So that will be a big change. But also very important, because of some drivers getting kicked out, the person who was 13th or 14th in points now ended up being in 10th. So that means your range from 1st to 10th is a lot bigger. Daniel Voiles is now in 10th position with 160 points. And because and 11th is Jackie Salas with 152 points. And because of this, Keith Batson is also locked in the chase. So both Kevin Waters and Keith Batson are locked in the chase. 3rd is Joseph Ernesto. 4th, Sean Howell, who has a win. 5th is Jeff Stevens. Kyle Thomas in 6th position. Makoto Iguchi in 7th. Nicole Tranovic in 8th. Bruce Littlejohn in 9th. And Daniel Voiles then in 10th position. Your wildcards at the moment are Chris Washer, who's in 17th and has 1 win. And Jackie Salas, who is in 11th with no wins. The only people, or everybody, well, Denise Steinhauer is 23rd in points, and, well, she's not in a disqualifying race. If she manages to get in the top 20, the second wildcard will be for her too. Unless somebody in the top 20 gets another win and stays in front of her. So this is going to be very exciting and interesting. The main thing is, of course, for these drivers to make the race. If they don't make the race and they are outside of the top 20, goodbye chase hopes. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's take you through the field over here. A couple of changes as well, a couple of new schemes as well. We got Dustin Capps in the 11 car. Oh, one thing I do have to mention, the 4 car of Andrew Robinson. Andrew Robinson has been injured in last week's crash, and he didn't want a replacement driver, so Andrew Robinson is not driving, so it means we have 72 drivers instead of 72. Yeah, 72 drivers instead of 73. So that means that we have 3 qualifying races of 24 drivers. Only 10 of each race are not going to make it. So there are quite some cars who are going to make it. So Eliane is in the pole, or on the pole over here in the number 98 car. Then we got Tom Gerard in the number 1 car. And Johan Maki in the 92. I can't say where everybody is in points. But then the starting grid would take 10 minutes each time, which is a little bit useless. We got Chris Washer in the 85 car. There he is. 17th in points with a win. And a wildcard position. And Tina Anderson, the 3rd in number 19 car next to him. Same exact paint scheme. And they end up next to each other. That's amazing. We got Debbie Myers in the number 67 car. Who's 19th in points next to Betty Cox in the 03 car. We got Danica Galicia in the 49 car next to Jennifer Duke in the 7. We got Aileen de Suit in the 82 car and Cassandra Renzi in the number 22. Then we got Kyle Thomas in the 2 next to Anna Gregg, who has had a pretty terrible season. Then we got Joshua Michaels in the 04 car. Not sure where he is in points, but not very good. And there is your points leader, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Waters unlocked in his race, so he has nothing to lose. Sander Koers in the number 51 car. Next to Nick Caps in the 88 car. And Nick Caps is 25th in points, so he has to up and do his best to get in the top 10. Everybody from 31st or above can still win to get in the top 10. And, well, I will not tell you who is that as of now. I will maybe tell it with individual drivers. Or maybe halfway through the race. We got Beth Black in number 39 car next to Renesmee Brown in 73. Then we got Zachary Robinson in the 48 car next to the 42. And ladies and gentlemen, we really want to welcome this driver to the sport. It is Eric Enrage. And Eric Enrage is the team owner of the Enrage Performance team, the Enrage Media Group. And he didn't want to race himself because of personal issues. Or, well, not issues, but personal experiences he had before while racing. But he now wants to make his debut over here in Dascar. Eric Enrage welcoming him in the 42 car, replacing Saya Sumi for this one race, and possibly racing full-time next season in the Phillips Cup Series or something, or this series, I'm not sure. Jackson Phillips in the number 31 car is next to John Andrews' teammate. So, yeah, I think we're just going to start this race, and, well, we're going to see how this will play out. It's going to be one heck of a show. I'm pretty sure of that. So, there we go. Ricky Raceway, we went there last season for the first time, and it proved to be a pretty great race. There were 3 courses, I believe. Dom Caps had a really hard crash, but hopefully he won't have this time. So you got the points leader in this race. I think Kyle Thomas is 6th in points. He is in this race, and those are the only 2 drivers in the top 10 in points who are in this race. So it's going to be interesting. John Andrews is 15th in points. Cassandra Renzi 16th. They are in this race. Beth Black is 13th. I believe she's in this race too. Yes, indeed she is. Debbie Myers is 19th points. Zachary Robinson 18th. Chris Washer 17th. So around the 20 range, there are some drivers who are in this race. So, ladies and gentlemen, Dustin Caps is on the outside pole, and he's 21st in points. So, who will qualify themselves for the race and therefore still have a chance for for making the chase, and who will be done for today? Here we go. Already a move. Tom Gerard in the number 1 car. There he goes to the lead. Tom Gerard's 54th in points. He has to make the race and win the race. Then he can still get in this championship, and otherwise his chances are over. Getting a push from the 19 car. Here comes Betty Cox in the 03 car. And you can already see some drivers fanning out. I'm not sure if we're going to see a crash, actually. Well, I didn't change anything about the track any file. We had 3 cautions, 2 test races. We did one with 2 cautions and one with 4 cautions. So we'll have to see. I think there is a problem though for this number 19 car, possibly. I'm not sure. But there, going to the front, Betty Cox in the lead in the 03 car. She has won a qualifying race before. I'm looking for her. I cannot find her. I don't think she's in the top 55 in points. It means that top 55 can still get a chance to get in the top 10 or top 20 in points. So that means that she cannot make this chase anymore. That's a tough break for her. But still, a win would be big for her. 2 laps done. I think I heard a crash, but no. Okay, that's cool. Here we go. Joshua Michaels in the 04 car going to the front. We had a push from Sandercourse and Dustin Caps. Sandercourse cannot get in this chase anymore. And I don't think that actually Joshua Michaels can either. But the 11 car, he has to make this race. Dustin Caps, 21st in points. He has to make this race. And he can still win this championship. Or at least get in. Oh, contact between the leaders. Joshua Michaels almost got turned by Sandercourse over there. But they sorted out. So he's all here. High line, low line. Who's going to move down low? There it goes the 11 car of Dustin Caps. Dustin Caps now with Beth Black right behind him. Beth Black has to make the race. 13th in points. Getting a push from Eric and Rage. There he is. And here we go. The 11 car making a move. We have 2 more laps to go. 1.5 laps to now. 11 car of Dustin Caps. He must make the race. Well, everybody must make the race. Well, some don't have to necessarily. But it would be good for you if you would make the race. And here we go. Beth Black in the 42, in the 39 car, that is, to the front. The white flag is out. I don't think we have a crash, which is really surprising. Out of nowhere. And here comes Eric and Rage. Oh, contact! Safe? No, they did not. Cars into the wall, and I saw the 2 car. Kyle Thomas, who is 6th in points, and that's going to be big. Erica and Rage in the 42 car going to make a move. Here comes Annie or Eliane with him. Eric and Rage, can he do something incredible? And in his first qualifying race, yes he will. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric and Rage out of nowhere in the 42 car will win the first qualifying race, and I missed. Damn it. There. Holy cow. Let's see who's all survived it. Of course, remember the top 14 makes it. And the others don't. So, well, I think that took out quite some cars. There you see the 2 car. I'm not sure actually how many cars there are. 42 car, Andrew Robinson or Zachary Robinson. That's a tough break for him. And Zachary Robinson was 18th in points, will not make this chase. And here we have Eric and Rage. Well, that's one way to make your debut over here. Winning the qualifying race and starting from the pole in your first ever career start. At least in Dascar. Holy cow. Let's take a look at the official standings over here. Remember the top 14 makes it. And this is going to be big, ladies and gentlemen. Eric and Rage in the 42 car. Saya Sumi was 37th in points. All the points he will get will go to Saya Sumi. If he wins the race, they can still get in this chase. So that's big for him. Eliane in number 98 car. Quickly looking. No, cannot find her. She cannot win this championship anymore. Then we got. Oh, actually, Son Course can still get. Or could still got. Okay, I thought that she could not win this championship anymore. Never mind. She makes the race though. John Anderson, number 29 car. Important for him. 15th in points. And he makes this race. That is big. Dustin Caps in the 11 car makes the race. 21st in points. He can still get in this top 10. Big for him. Beth Black in number 39 car. 13th in points. Whoa. This is going to be a tough one for everybody who is in the top 10. I think there might be a lot of changes and stuff going on. The Nikki Kliss in the 49 car. Well, she has won 1 or 2 qualifying races, but apart from that, Eliane was 49th in points. She could still get in the top 20. If she wins, then she of course must win the race. Nick Cap, I cannot find Nick Kliss, don't care. Then we got Nick Caps in the 88 car. And Nick Caps was 25th in points. Ooh, he can still get in this top 10 in points. Joshua Michaels in the 04 car. I could not find him. And he is not in this in the top 55, I said so. But at least he makes the race, so that's good for him. Tom Gerard in the number 1 car was 54th in points. That's a long shot, but he still must win the race. and then hope that everybody else just crashes. I do have to change this to... Oh, it's okay. Never mind. Then we got Betty Cox in the 03 car, as said. I could not find her. Or did I? No, I could not. So Betty Cox, well, at least she makes the race. Good for her. Son, of course, in the 51 car. Of course, 52nd in points. She can still get in the top 20 in points. She must win, and it's a long shot, but still possible. Renesmee Brown in the 73 car. Well, she has had a pretty decent season, actually. Ooh, cannot find her. So she's probably, she's probably outside of the top 55. Still makes the race. Jennifer Duke in the number 7 car, 45th in points. So she must win this race, and then she could still get in this chase. And this is all just speculations and going by numbers. The chance that these guys will make the chase is very small, since there are 44 drivers in front of, for example, Jennifer Duke, who all have a major chance of getting in this chase. So, and only 12 will make the chase. And that may change, by the way, next season. So maybe next season there are going to be a lot of chasers, or much more, many more. Not sure. And then finally, the last person to make this race is Johan Maki in the number 92 car. I'm not sure where he is, so I don't think he will make it. Was a close call for Johan Maki. He was almost kicked out, but Blake Hochschild commented or sent me an email just in time. So, and then not making it, ladies and gentlemen, big thing. Cassandra Renzi, 16th in points, does not make the race. She will not be in this chase. Well, no, she will not be in this chase. That's a tough break for her. Anna Gregg, same thing, but she already had a pretty terrible season as well. Debbie Myers, 19th in points, will not make this chase. Tough break. Chris Washer, 17th in points. He could fall out of the top 20 with that, and he had a wildcard position. Does not make the chase. See ya, Chris Washer. Aileen Zuid in the 82 car. Well, could not find her. She had a pretty terrible season too, so no luck for her. Tina Anderson the third. I'm looking for the third on this list. Cannot find. She was out of the top 55. Jackson Phillips in the 31 car. I think he was doing pretty decent in points. Maybe I'm missing things. I'm missing people because I'm tired. So, and now the biggest thing of all, Kevin Waters, your points leader, does not make the race. Finishes in 20 seconds. Ouch. But at least he was already locked in his chase, so that's good for him. Kyle Thomas, for him it's going to be a problem, though he has a win, 2 wins even. So the chance that he will fall out of the chase is very small. He has 167 points. 20th has 131 points, so he has to lose 38 points at least, and then he falls out of the top 20. So I don't think that will happen, and then that would mean that's a tough break for everybody else. That would mean that he would get in a wildcard position if he doesn't, or if he falls out of the top 10, which is likely. Only 7 points in front of Daniel Voyles in 10th, so he will probably fall out of the top 10. And then Zachary Robinson in the 48 car, 18th in points. He will not make the chase. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick look at what actually happened over here. We saw the 2-car spin, and some others were involved as well. So ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the replays. They waited the whole race till the final lap to finally crash. So it started with Tom Gerard, who's going to turn the 8th car of... Is it the 8th car? No, it's the 88th car of Nick Caps. So, same base scheme as the 8th car, but it is the 88th, or the 8th car. Some other series, the Dale Earnhardt Jr. scheme. And then actually, we should go back. I thought that the crash happened over here. Well, partially this had something to do with it, because this stacked Betty Cox in the 03 car up, and Kevin Waters, and then others, and then Kevin Waters. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. And then all these drivers, some of these drivers did not make the race. Like the 82, the 25 car. The biggest damage was, I think, for Zachary Robinson and Kyle Thomas. They finished dead last in this thing. So let's take another look at this. If we can get another look. The 25 car of Kevin Waters. Well, By the way, for you guys, there are some people who have made the most races, and apart from Keith Batson, who has made all the races except for the first one because he has a reserve spot, or he was locked in every race. I think Joseph Nesto and Kevin Waters were the persons who made most races. 7 in total, 7 in a row for Kevin Waters, and that streak is now going to end over here. This is really strange, actually. Of course, the chance was very big that he would not make this chase, and I'm even more surprised that the 51 car of Sun, of course, did make the chase, as she slammed the wall pretty hard, but must be lucky. And here are some drives with damage as well. So, and ladies and gentlemen, this was indeed your winner, Eric Enrage in the 42 car. I'm really stunned by this. This is really big for that team. Enrage Performance, they have qualified they have won qualifying races before. But, well, this will definitely not only keep Sai Asumi in the race for getting in the chase, but a pole in the first attempt of Eric Enrage. That's amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get you now to qualifying race number 2. Some drivers have been eliminated from getting in the chase. Some still have a big chance. This is really exciting. I love this. Ladies and gentlemen, qualifying race number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Ricky Raceway for the Dascar Starbucks Super Speedway Series season 4, whatever. Qualifying race number 2 over here for the Axe Apollo 500. We've had one qualifying race a few moments ago, and it was really exciting. So let's see how this one will be. First, we'll take you through the drivers. We got Daniel Voyles 10th in points on the outside pole. And I'm thinking that he will have a big chance of making this race, as the 11 car also made it last time. Alex Caps in the 3 car is to his inside. Well, Alex Caps, he has won 2 qualifying races already this season. He might be on his way to win a 3rd one as well. Shame that Dom Caps never comments. Well, he did comment a few races ago, but Best Knees in the 61 car next to Jordan Culp in the 2nd row. Then we got Sam Brady in the 89 car and 9th in points. Prudence Littlejohn in the 50. A big surprise, actually. Then we got Jason Sinclair this time in the 78 car. Isaac Sinclair did pretty good, but now it's Jason Sinclair driving again. Next to Jocelyn van Aert, who is replacing, together with Eduardo Ruiz, she's replacing the injured Skylar Dixon, and now it's her turn to drive. And to prove herself, here we got teammate of Prudence Littlejohn, John Cittadino. And John Cittadino is 50th in points. 50th in points, so he has to win this race and stuff. And then he can still get in his chase, but this is a long shot. Harry Hills in the 64 car is out to his outside. Then we got 2 Oreo cars. Brandon Pericles next to Amanda Pericles. Brandon Pericles 31st in points, can still get in his top 10. Amanda Pericles, Harry Hills 24th in points, I see. Amanda Pericles 38th in points. Cannot get in his top 10, but she can get in the top 20. We got Jeff Stevens 5th in points. Big thing for him to make this race. And Tessa Jackson in 26th in points. Then we got Jackie Salas 11th in points. Oh boy, this is going to be a big one. Next to Emily Michaels in the 8th car. Then we got Joe Onesto next to Cassie Spengler. And there are 2 or 3 top-notch racing cars in this race. Joseph Onesto is also in this one. He's right behind this one. Cassie Spengler is next to Joe Onesto, having a pretty bad season. Then we got Joseph Onesto, 3rd in points. Big thing. Well, he said he was not really scared of making the race, but he has no wins. So if he falls outside of the top 20, which is only 32 points behind him, I think that he will be fine as long as he qualifies. And Liam Woodman in the number 27 car, who is also doing fairly good, I thought, or not. 40 seconds. Then we got E.G. Robinson in number 5 car. Next to Moonlight Taylor in 14th in points. So she has to crank things up and get in this chase. Then we got Oliver Wilson in the 84 car. Next to your most recent winner, Sean Howell, in 4th in points. So we got 3rd, 4th, and 5th in points, and 9th, 10th, and 11th. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a biggie as well. Oh, there's your... Oh, yeah, I did it. Yes. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. On board with the pace car. We don't want that. Whew. Breathe in and breathe out, because you're going to hold your breath for 5 laps. This is going to be very exciting, and you see there, as you could see in the previous race, there weren't too many crashes. A lot of passing though for the lead. So, well, we just have to see what happens over here and who makes it to the race and who doesn't. Keith Batson once again not in this race, so that means that just the top 14 will make it. 24 cars in here. That's a tough break for everybody who's in the last race. That Keith Batson is locked in the race. If he manages or doesn't manage to finish in the top 14, then there will be 13 drivers who will move on to the next race. And imagine if you are the 14th person and you just don't make it because Keith Batson is in the race. Ouch. There we go, ladies and gentlemen, with Alex Caps in the 3 car in the lead and on the pole. 24 cars storming towards turns number 1 and 2. Big push from Bassanice over here in the number 61 car. My nose is stuffed up. That's not really useful. And there you see Alex Caps clearing everybody. Oh, wiggling. Oh, there we go. 3 wide for 2nd position. Sam Brady to the inside. Jocelyn van der Aert right behind him. And we might go 4 wide behind him. Look out, guys. Crashing already on lap number 1 will not help your chance of making it to the race. And here we go, 3 wide for the lead. Jocelyn van der Aert has a preferred line on the low side and a preferred push as well from John Cittadino and Brenda Pericles. And here comes John Cittadino going to turn Jocelyn van der Aert, and he goes into the wall hard. Oh my goodness. Sam Brady's tumbling over John Cittadino. Well, that was his chance. Oh my goodness. And we saw Joseph Ernesto involved in this as well. There he is. Joseph Ernesto. Boy, that is big. 3rd in points, involved in a crash. Jocelyn van der Aert, she's gone. She's checking out. See you later, guys. But I'm not sure if these guys are going to be able to catch her. Well, she's running some miles per hour slower than these guys. And their main... Oh boy. Wow. This did take out a lot of cars. Holy cow. That was big. So Jocelyn van der Aert is still in the lead. But here comes the freight train with Jackie Salas. And I don't think that Jocelyn van der Aert will make this. There she's going to get caught. And well, this is big for Jackie Salas. 11th points. If she makes this race, she still has a chance to win this championship. We're getting this chase. Especially because, well, oh, now she gets past, but that doesn't matter too much. Here comes Bassanice. Right behind Bassanice is Jordan Culp. And right behind him is the 3 car of Alex Caps. And I don't know where Alex Caps in points is, but... Oh, man, he's pretty bad, actually, in points. He's not even on the list. How is that possible? But oh, they have called Jocelyn van der Aert. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a little bit more than 1 lap to go. We're going to have a 5-man battle for the win. Let's skim through the field. Oh, we have a big group over here. Oh, boy. So we don't know who's going to make the race of these guys and who is not. So that's going to be tense. At least there's Joseph Ernesto. What a tough break for 2nd and 3rd in points it is. He did not lock in the chase, but it was close though. But well, he's not going to make the race, so he has to hope and hope and hope that Sean Howell, Jeff Stevens, Kyle Thomas, who did not make the race. Here comes the move for the lead. Was not paying attention, ladies and gentlemen. We again have a last lap pass. Jordan Culp in number 26 car. He makes it around. Jordan Culp will win qualifying race number 2. Oh boy, that was a big group. I don't think Daniel Voiles made it. And Daniel Voiles has another win, so that's another tough break for everybody else who has a win. Chris Washer, Denise Steinauer has to up things. If Denise Steinauer doesn't qualify for a race, she's in the next group. She's done. Kyle Thomas, so it's going to be, well, I think it's going to be most painful for Chris Washer as well. So this is really going to be exciting. And of course, that is only with the drivers who have won races till now. We still have a race on Monday, Tuesday, whatever, with somebody in the top 20 who could still win this race. And then out of nowhere, he could make the chase. That's going to be really, really exciting. But here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jordan Kolb. You see Brandon Pericles retired. Sam Brady, John Cittadino was a really hard hit. We hope they are all right. But so Jordan Kolb makes the race. That's important for him. I'm not sure where he was 46th in points. Well, he has to win, but he has a big chance now. Alex Caps not on the list. Jackie Sellis 11th points makes the race. Jos Liv van de Aert in number 12 car makes the race. Well, that's going to be good for Skylar Dixon. Problem is, I don't know where Skylar Dixon is. I don't think they are actually too good. So, no, Skylar Dixon, they're outside of the top 55, cannot make this chase anymore. Ooh, I really like the number 24 car in the back over there. What is it? That's a Mass Graphics car. And they have amazing cars, those Mass Graphic guys. It's such a shame that the side is down. Really a shame. Best Nielsen number 61 car makes the race. Well, this is a tough break. Because Joseph Nesco asked me if he could, if for instance his teammate makes the race and he doesn't, if he could then take over the ride. No. So that's a tough break for Joseph Nesto. I think his savior is that Jeff Stevens does make the race, and Sean Howell does make the race. Kyle Thomas did not, but Cody Gucci still has to go. Nicole Trenemies, Prudence Littlejohn makes the race. Daniel Voiles, not. Okay, that's a good thing for Joseph Nesto then. Well, we'll continue with our list. Oliver Wilson, the 84 car. By the way, Best Niece, I could not find her on the list. And neither can I find the 84 car. They are not in the top 55 in points, as far as I know. Maybe I missed them, but... Liam Woodman already discussed. He was 42nd in points. He makes the race. Big chance to win. Or not a big chance, but he has a chance to win and make the chase. Well, that's going to be tough, though with both Kyle Thomas and Daniel Voiles not making this race. And I'm probably falling back to somewhere between 11th and 20th, and thus the wildcard spots. And then, of course, if Denise Steiner also makes the race, it's going to be really interesting for her. Joe Ernesto does make the race. It seems like Joseph... in a few moments, Joseph Ernesto is going to be the only one from the top-notch racing team who does not make the race. That's going to be really painful for him, probably. Sean Howell makes the race. Important for him. 4th in points. He's locked in his chase. I can say that almost for certain. Moonlight Taylor in number 96 car. Wow. 14th in points makes the race. That's big for her. Amanda Pericles in the 74 car. 38th in points makes the race. And then Jeff Stevens. 5th in points makes the race. This is going to be interesting. Then E.J. Robinson does not make the race. Tessa Sauer Jackson doesn't make the race. Daniel Voiles doesn't make the race. 10th in points. And everybody who was already outside of the top 10 in points or who doesn't have a win is just has no chance anymore. Like Emily Michaels, Harry Hills, Jason Sinclair, Joseph Ernesto still is in the top 10 in points. Brenda Pericles, Sam Brady, and John Ciudadino, they cannot get in this chase anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to take a quick look at the replays. What happened over here? Amazing, huge crash over here. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to witness a pretty big crash over here. John Ciudadino is going to get into the back of Jos van de Aert. First and second, they were running. And eventually, then John Ciudadino gets turned on the apron. And then he comes up the racetrack again. Gets turned by Brenda Pericles. And there he goes hard into the wall. Sam Brady goes with him. I don't think that John Ciudadino actually flipped over, though. So it is only one flip, and I do have a pen, but not the preferred... Oh, I do have a preferred pen. Okay. 10th flip in qualifiers. And then Sam Brady, of course, tries to hump right on top of the 72 car. All the damage has already been done to John Cena. I mean, look at this impact. Oops, other camera angle. Look at this impact. Oh, wow. There you see Sam Brady flipping over, flying by. Wow. Or nothing. Well, just smoke over there. So it's time to get an onboard over here with John Ciudino. Then we'll get one more onboard. And then we'll quickly move on to the next race. Oops. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the contact. Oh, wow. Oops. Hard lick for Papercut Ciudino over here. Of course, Papercut is nicknamed because he somehow sustained injuries in the Philips Nationwide Series race or something. It was the Philips Nationwide Series race where he sustained injuries at Michigan Speedway because of a paper flying through his cockpit and then cutting himself. So he was out for a week. But it was still, I think Jane Pinter and Joshua Michaels could still laugh about it, and I can actually too. John Ciudino, always funny. But now I don't think he will find this very funny. The fun thing is, though, that Papercut is also sung by Linkin Park, which I like. So here we go. On with Sam Brady. A huge hit. Watch this. Oh, wow. Tumbling over. Oh, boy. Yep. And that is not good. So, ladies and gentlemen, your leader and winner, or not your leader, but here he was still in 5th position, Jordan Cole. He won the race. Second qualifying race. Ladies and gentlemen, time to move to the 3rd qualifying race for the final 24 cars. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back again for the third and final qualifying race of today here at the Ricky Raceway for the X Apollo 500 qualifying. 28 drivers have already been locked in the race. Some have been or made it, some did not, and it's going to be very big over here for this next qualifying event as well. Let's take you through the field over here. We got Nick Pericles in the number 33 car next to the 66 of Tyler Batson, 44th in points. Now we got Makoto Iguchi in the number 9 car, who is actually 7th in points, so it's going to be big for her to make this race. Well, her teammate Erica Rage won the qualifying race number 1, so maybe she has a chance here to make it a double. And she has won qualifying races before as well, so... And we got Inge Lamblian in 1 car, 48th in points. She has really upped it. She failed to qualify for the first 5 or 6 races, except for 1 race. And now she's suddenly still 48th in points. That's pretty decent. Inge Lamblian, excuse me. Jeff Levi in the number 99 car is next to Warren Cherry, 41st in points. And Jeff Levi is 20th in points. So that's going to be big for Jeff Levi to make this race. If he doesn't make the race, he's out. If he makes it, and he still has a big chance. So that's how important this thing is. And these 5 laps will be maybe the most important 5 laps of these guys' their season. That's how big this qualifying race is, because these 5 laps will decide making a chase or making it not. Is that English? Whatever. Then we got Blake Holshield in number 54 car next to Ray Takeda in 08. And she's pretty much nowhere, I think. Oh, 34th. That's pretty decent, actually. Not too bad. Paul Winters in the number 94 car is right here. Is next to Jacques Robinson. 12th in points. So Jacques Robinson is going to be... the thing is, 11th in points, 13th in points, 14th in points, 15th in points, all have made the race. So this is going to be one of the best weekends ever in Dascar. Absolutely. Also with the Philips Cup Series season finale. So Jane Pinter, number 6 car over here. And he is 28th in points, so he has to do good. We got Dom Caps in number 24 cars, 27th in points, so that's great. Then we got Nathan Mitchell in the new paint scheme, actually. Only noticed it now. Next to Bob Jones in his third start. Can he make it 3 in a row? It would be big for him. We got Nicole Tranovich in number 17 car, 8th in points. Ooh, that's going to be tough for her to, or big for her to make. Then we got Denise Steinhauer in the number 77 car. She has to make it. If she doesn't make it, she's out. If she makes it, she has a big chance of getting in this chase because she has a win. Zach Sasser in the 63 car. Well, if she makes this race, where is he in points? 33rd. So he still can make this chase. Well, that would be big. It would be amazing if he would make this chase actually. So, and John Shipman in the 41 car with a new paint scheme as well. Then we got Annie Thomas in the number 93 car next to Zachary Fitzwater. And Annie Thomas, I'm looking for her. Cannot find her. Cannot find her. And Zachary Fitzwater in the 47 car. Yeah, my tires are getting tired. No, my eyes are getting tired. That's what I mean with me getting tired. And here we got Ian Dudda in number 23 car. 50 points, so he's the last one over here on the list. Next to Lee Hong in the 52 car. And here we got Molly Black in the 14. And indeed, Molly Black is 29th in points, so that's big for her. And here we got Keith Batson, locked in the race, locked in the chase. So, but starting all the way in the back in 24th position. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's going. Ooh, oops, there we go. That's going to be big over here. This race is going to be just as exciting as the other two races, probably. We got your second in points over here, the person who was locked in the race, in this race, together with his teammate, the 66 car. The 44 car of Jeff Stevens has made the race as well. That's the third car of that team. So we're very curious how those KAB motors or KAB racing cars can do it. And we're going to see who will still have a chance to get in this chase and who won't. Wow, everybody breathe for a moment because this is going to get tense. In a few moments, 5 laps around Ricky Raceway, and with the 66 car on the pole. 66 car, by the way, has a new paint scheme, just not in this race. So here we go. Tyler Batson with Nick Pericles up front. The green flag is out, and immediately his fourth teammate right behind him. They are not teammates, but just manufacturer mates, as I call them. And you see 3 Fords down low working together. Inge Lobliana is on the high side. Another Ford, well, Jeff Levi. Oh, we already have trouble. And a big one as well. The 55 car of Bob Jones, he flipped over, I believe. And who took out quite some cars. There you see the 41 car. There you see Denise Steinhauer. Well, I think that is the end of her chase dreams. Unless we have another big crash up front over here. So, now she just has to hope that these guys won't wreck. Well, that was quick. 66 car is still up front over here, Tyler Batson. Wondering if Makoto Iguchi is waiting to make a move or not. And, oh boy. These guys are not, well, they are still very aggressive over here. While trying to do everything they can to make it to the race. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we have 13 drivers over here. So that would mean that everybody in this group would make it if they don't crash. We can double check that in a few moments. There we see the 41 car. Denise Steinhauer all the way in the back. And there's Keith Batson. So the top 13 would make it if they don't crash. And here comes the 21 car of Warren Cherry. And indeed the 16 car is running a 13th. So if nothing happens to this group and the other group doesn't catch up, these 13 drivers plus Keith Batson will make it to the main race. And here comes Ray Takeda in the 08 car. The Japanese driver Ray Takeda. Joshua Michaels did not make it. Emily Michaels did not either, I think. So Ray Takeda and the 08 car trying to do everything she can to win this race and make it to the race at least. 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes Dam Caps in the 24 car. Had a huge hit. That was the pit wall over there. He hit last season. Now he did not hit it this time, hopefully. We're not done yet. Oh, another crash. Oh boy, look out. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh, luckily they slid down the racetrack. Oh no. And also Molly Black and Zachary Fitzwater run into this. Oh wow, that was big. Ladies and gentlemen, this was not the last lap, no. Okay, so this has turned out to be a wreckfest. Final lap, ladies and gentlemen, Ray Takeda in the lead. Dom Caps, Nathan Mitchell and Jane Pinter are right there as well. And everybody else, I'm not sure. Oh wow, this has really changed everything. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, 6th. How did Keith Batson end up in 6th position? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. That is. So Denise Steinhauer is in 16th position. But probably that's going to be not enough. Going to be a heartbreak for her if she would not make it. Oh, unless Dom Caps crashes. No, they won't. Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Takeda in the 08 car. Oh, wrong button. Oh boy, never mind. Ray Takeda makes the race. Or wins the race, that is. And makes the race as well. This might be actually her first win in this series, so. Ray Takeda wins the qualifying race over here. Wow. That was big. We're going to take a look at this in a few moments. Man, these guys, all they had to do is just race to the finish and then they would have made it. And there's Denise Steinhauer. Well, she sees her chances of making the chase go up in smoke. 23rd in points. Has to be 20th in points. And we're done over here. So, oh boy. That's amazing. There you see Bob Jones crashed. And everybody behind 18th crashed. Well, actually, I think there are only 15 cars who were not involved in a crash over here. So, Ray Takeda, she's 34th in points, makes the race. If she wins this race, she could still get in this chase. Dom Caps is second in number 24 car. I'm not sure where he is actually in points. Just quickly looking. 27th points, so that's good for him. Jane Pinter, 28th points. Oh yeah, they passed each other. That's fun. Nathan Mitchell in the 0 car, 36th in points. He still has to win this race. Tyler Batson, same story for him, has to win this race. Then he might still make this race. And Keith Batson makes the race, of course. Finishes in 6th, that's decent. So Keith Batson was already locked in this race. So I think all KAB racing cars are in now. Ian Dudda in number 23 car, 55th in points. He was he was actually tied with Tom Gerard, and they were the last people who could still get in this chase. They have to win and hope that everybody else crashes. That's just how they can still have a very, very, very small chance to get in this chase. Makoto Iguchi, well, she makes the race. I think that she's already safe and locked in this chase. She is 7th. So that means that now second in points, 4th in points, 5th in points, 7th in points, 8th in points as well, Nicole Tranovic, and 9th in points, 11th in points, 12th in points, yes, 13th in points, 14th in points, 15th in points, all make the race. So that's going to be, I'm not sure if there's actually going to be a lot of changing up fronts. Well, the thing is, Joseph Nessa really has to fear. Same story for Kyle Thomas, but he has a win though. Daniel Voiles as well. So that's going to be really exciting. And here we have Annie Thomas in the number 93 car making a race in 9th. Jeff Levi in the number 99 car. Well, he was 20th in points. He qualifies the race, so that's going to be big for him. Maybe he can still get in his top 10, but it will be tough for him. Jacques Robinson, as said, 12th in points, makes the race. Ingela Liana in the 01 car makes the race. Well, has to win a race to get in this chase. Nicole Tranovic finished in 13th, makes the race. And in 14th, we got Zach Sasser. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can breathe again. We're all over and done. At the end of the video, we'll see who has qualified for the race. I think the main people who did not qualify for the race are Kevin Waters, Joseph Ernesto, Kyle Thomas, and possibly Daniel Voiles as well, Cassandra Renzi, Chris Washer, Zachary Robinson, Debbie Myers. That's all from everybody in the top 20 who doesn't make the race. And I may miss somebody. So John Shipman doesn't make the race either. Finished 21st after this crash. Denise Steinhauer doesn't make the race. Tough break for 16th. That's how short she came to making this chase. Harry Hills doesn't make the chase. Tessa Jackson, actually, I'm not sure at all. But Dom Caps, Jane Pinter do, and Molly Black, the 14, does not either. Her dreams of getting in this chase are done. Emily Michaels not, and Brandon Pericles neither. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick look at what happened over here. Another two big crashes actually over here. Here we go with the replays. Oh wow, yeah, I just sent Denise a message that she could not make the chase. Seems like she cost everything herself. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Jones in number 55 car tried to make his third race in a row. He has qualified for 2 out of 2. Or 2 of 2 races he started. So, and this one he did not. But look at this. Denise Steinhauer are going to turn him into Nicole Tranowicz. And there he goes around and on his roof. Look at this car rolling. Bob Jones then gets hit by the 41 car. And just tumbling over. Look at this hit. That's amazing. Bob Jones in the 55 car. Well, from qualifying 2 races and actually finishing in what position did he finish? Oops. I have it over here. Last time in his debut he finished in 14th. Last time he finished in well, not so good. What is this? 10th, 20th, 26th position, and now he does not even start. But we do have another flip, so that means flip number 11 over here in 11 qualifying rate or 11. Well, 33 qualifying races that is, but for 11 races. So, Bob Jones, let's see over here. Oh boy, that's a brutal hit. Hope that he's all right after this big lick, and there he is, standing all alone. Only car to retire from this will go on board with him after getting turned by Denise Steinhauer. Will not be happy with that. And there, oops. Yeah, and that's how brutal this apron is over here at Ricky Raceway. And some other drives will experience it as well. As here, I mean, like, you had this huge lead group, and you think all they have to do to make it to the race is finish. Why not do it? Why not just finish? Well, some others had some had a different opinion on this. And with some, I mean, Paul Winners over here, and actually, was it Paul Winners? I'm not even sure if it was Paul Winners. And Ray Takeda, or maybe it was the 24 car. I'm not even sure if it was in this lap or this turn. No, it was in the next lap. Lol, JK. It was. Oh, there's going to be contact made over here, somewhere. Ah, there we go. So, Nick Pericles screwed himself over here by turning Jane Pinter. And the ironic thing is, Jane Pinter did make it, and Nick Pericles did not. So, yeah, that is what you get when you turn somebody. I call it instant karma. And there it gets into Blake Hallshield. The tough thing is that he did take out some others, including Paul Winners, Warren Cherry, and Blake Hallshield. And then, of course, we're not done wrecking. I thought when these guys were like this, I thought, oh boy, we're going to have some crashing over here. And I thought, well, they are pretty far down low. Uh-oh. Boom. And there was the 14 car of Molly Black coming by. Oh no. And then Molly Black is going to get hit as well by the 47 car of Zachary Fitzwater, all out of this qualifying race. So not too bright of a move of some of these guys. I'm not going to call any names, but it's also just hard racing, and of course these guys know that. So here we go. Other camera view. There we go. Nick Pericles, and luckily no flips in this one. Actually, this camera view is a lot better than the other one. I should remember that. And there's going to be a hit over there. And over there. So 4 cars out of this thing. You see 2 smoking, the 14 and the 47. And there's Denise Steinauer flying by, but for her, unfortunately, it just was too short. With all her damage, she could not keep up the pace. And if she would have passed these two guys, she would have made it. Possibly to the chase even, but she didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the fact. And Ray Takeda did. So, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the 3 winners of these qualifying races. Eric and Rage in his first ever attempt. Jordan Culp and Ray Takeda. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all said and done over here at Ricky Raceway. The Phillips Cup Series race will be on Sunday. The final countdown 600, longest race you've ever seen. Oh boy. There was almost a crash over there as well. Another time that Dumbcaps could have hit the pit wall, but luckily it did not. So ladies and gentlemen, and the main race will be on Monday or Tuesday. That will depend on how busy I am then. But you will see, ladies and gentlemen. For now, I want to thank you for watching. Congratulations to the winners and to everybody who still has a chance of making the race. Tough race for everybody who does not. This was big, long qualifying race. And for now, I will say, till we meet again, I will see you with the Dascar Starbucks Super Speedway Series. Season 4, 2014 on RTL 7.
If you should fall, you know I'll be